Assalamu alaikum, everybody, and welcome back to the Supersonic Showdown being hosted by the Rals and sponsored by Aryan Tech and Untitled Entertainment. Very interestingly, for this specific match that we have of the upper brackets, these two participants, Shapir versus Hostel Banana, are going to be competing in a very unique mode, which is basically giving three wheels to their vehicles. So that's going to be really interesting to watch. Are they going to be able to maintain the balance? Are they going to be able to do something aerially? Are they going to be able to control the ball? Well, the physics is gone, but let's see. I mean, we've seen three wheelers work before. Why not? Well, we're going to get shortly into the match here. Okay, it almost reminds me of that Mr. Bean car where, we had this random dude with three wheels and he would always have those imbalancement in the way he drives. So let's see if these two are going to be able to keep up with that. There we go. The first, the ball is actually closer to Shabir's destination. That Hostel, however, comes with that beautiful defense, gets the ball landed in, and now we have Shabir. But again, he's not going to be able to make it since Hostel is going to be scoring. That makes first goal within, a couple seconds. That's pretty basic, though. I'm not even going to lie. I mean, we're going to see much from these two. They both are really good players. So, well, as we talk, it seems like the three wheelers is not really interfering with much of their mechanics, but either way, Kabir once again has the possession of the ball. Oh wait, that is a very bad mistake. Almost a mistake there by Hostel Banana, because he could have almost done an own goal there, but defensively his mind was there, so it just did not really happen. Hostel Banana once again could be able to score this one in. Never mind, he doesn't. Of course, it's the wheel that's kind of affecting their performance in general. Shabir once again has the opportunity to go for a goal here, but oh, look at that aerial there. Beautiful. Control of the ball is amazing, and I think that's a really good goal there as well. Hostel Banana once again, within the first minute, this man has scored 2 goals. That's pretty interesting. Okay, as we approach back to this, Hostel Banana having the possession of the ball, tries to almost take it. I think that's a direct shot once again. Is he AFK? I'm not sure. I think he's not even there. Or he is, I'm not sure. Well, I think he is, but once again, the mistake was there. He was too far. He gave that space to Hostel once again, allowing him that opportunity to score once again. Pretty bad mistake for the upper brackets, I would say. Well, pretty sad. I've noticed one thing though. Shabir has had better, collaterals with the ball, I would say, because he's just been hitting them directly towards his goal. But this time, however, he wanted to play defense, and there we go. He has been destroyed. But Shabir, as it was closer to his goal, he's back alive there. He defensively got the ball. There you go. He has the ball in his control, taking it towards the mid. Hostel Banana misses that. Oh, never mind. He's still there. Oh, no. That is the thing. He does that defensive action for a second and then automatically gets that opportunity to score, with the empty space that Shabir leaves after his offense fails. Oh, that's really, really bad though. That's 4 goals already. That Shabir, he's falling behind here. And he needs to hurry up because, Hostel is playing really offensively. He will be able to make a bigger lead than what it is already, and that's something that he doesn't really want. Once again, heading towards the goal with the beautiful possession and a direct goal. That goes in. Oh my goodness. He said, I don't need to dribble through the field. I'm just going to score it all the way like Ronaldo. And it lands in directly. Beautiful accuracy there, even with three-wheelers. He's been having a really good control of the ball in general. Shabir is struggling, man. When I tell you he's struggling, he is struggling. However, once again, he's got the ball towards the goal. He's going to be able to score. Never mind. Hostel Banana comes and gets that, touch taken away from him. Shabir once again going for that defensive mode. Hostel was kind of ready to offense. aggressively attack there. Now once again he's got the ball in his control. A very easy goal if he would. Never mind. Shabir comes in for the rescue, saves the goal. And there we go. Still trying to take possession of the ball as much as he could. Okay, as we approach back to the action of missed a lot here, Shabir managed to scoring 2 goals with a lot of time on his hands left. He could still go for, 3 more to kind of tie the score down, just for a bit of competition and an overtime. But by the looks of it, it's Hostel who's actually having the control here towards the goal. A beautiful defense there by Shabir, heading towards his offense now. Can he score the goal? Oh, he can. Never mind. It's been denied there by Hostel Banana. Beautiful save coming in a very crucial time. Oh, no, it's going to be Hostel going for that score now. But again, Shabir is there, present at the, correct positioning to save that. Oh, he's got the control of the ball, and I think he's going for that direct shoot. But I think Hostel might be able to take it. Okay, interestingly, there's been a lot of possession lost here by Shabir, but that's the thing, that Shabir won't be able to save that one. That's a beautiful pinching, and the bump down the goal was just really phenomenal. Hostel has managed to make a lead for himself. That's 4 goals, for Shabir to kind of tie it down within 1 minute. I think that's pretty hard. But let's see, we still cannot underestimate him. Oh wait, that's a direct shoot. Okay, never mind. Doesn't really hit the target, but he still got it. Okay, a bit of an aerial. That's not a bad control, but not much done there. Shabir has the opportunity to take that, saves it, and I think he could be going for the shot there, presumingly. I don't know what Shabir is actually doing though. He goes for that offense, but then he just leaves the post like he's going to defend. Oh, that's a good save there, Shabir. Good save there. You have to agree. Hostel Banana taking his position there towards the goal and does the job pretty well. Has the possession in the ball towards the mid. Aerially, is he gonna score there? Oh, he will. Never mind. Denied by Shabir. But again, 10 seconds almost, and you have 4 goals. That's not possible. There we go. And a goal there by Shabir, taking it to a 3-6 score line. But that's 3 goals in 30 seconds, and I think that is very, very impossible. Everybody, I mean, there's not much difference in the score, but the amount of shots that's been taken by Hostel is 11 shots, which 6 of them kind of led to the goals. That is insanely a big difference between the skills, of both of these. Hostel Banana going for a groovy, that is the double touch, the side control, everything was just perfected here. Oh my goodness, that's a goal in the last few seconds. That's one way to break the showdown here, everybody. 6 seconds now, and Shabir seemingly struggling here with 4 goals behind. Shabir goes for a direct shot. There we go. It does land it. Wait, is he gonna be able to do it twice? Maybe. I mean, I could do it. 4-7 though. He needs to do like 3 goals in 4 seconds, but I think that's pretty impossible unless he just goes for the direct shoots. And it actually does land. Shabir going in. There we go. Hostel saves it. Okay. I mean, Hostel kind of played it safe. He didn't really go push for it. Anyways, congratulations to Hostel Banana for qualifying further for the brackets, and with that, Shabir is gonna be falling to the lower brackets. And I think the emphasis should be put on the early lead here because Shabir did come up with a really good performance and almost kind of scared us at the end, giving us that impression that he might be able to come back, but unfortunately he couldn't. But with that, everybody, we're gonna take a short break and we're gonna be right back. Okay, welcome back everybody for the second match of the upper brackets. We have Muhammad going against Ronan. Both of these with phenomenal performances. Even comparing the last match, we had a good performance. We did have um Shapir kind of coming and giving us a comeback, but unfortunately it didn't work. But let's see, can Muhammad and Ronan keep up with the three-wheeler with this mode? Let's find out. The match will be beginning in a few seconds, so stay seated. And there we go. Okay, Ronan coming up with that really good interception with a direct goal that could land directly, and there we go. That is the fastest goal of the tournament, everybody. That is the fastest goal. I mean, it explains Hala Madrid. Oh my goodness. Ronan coming up with that beautiful, second touch goal there. Beautiful reflection that just helped him really well there. Ronan, oh, wait a second. What is Ronan actually doing? Because this man actually keeps intercepting ball in such a way that it lands towards his goal, which is pretty interesting. Okay, Ronan, no way. That's gonna land. He comes from the sides, he takes the ball across, dodges that defensive power coming in by Muhammad and goes for the second touch, lands that tap in directly into the goal. Oh my goodness, Muhammad is have a lot of things he needs to do now because he's kind of struggling. First interception by Muhammad, that is actually a bit more towards to his goal, but Ronan takes that possession in his hand. Muhammad getting defensive. Will he be able to save? Oh, he does. That's a good save there. Bro, the cars look so weird. Oh my goodness. It's like half of it's going into the ground. Um, but however, he's close to the goal, but a very easy save there by Ronan. And goes for that aerial shoot, not a bad one, but unfortunately he's given Ronan that free sort of assist if he doesn't take that control. Oh, he good thing he's gotten the control, but again, that's sort of an assist once again, that's been provided by Muhammad, even though he was trying to save it, but in the end it fell short with Ronan just tapping the ball into the goal. In just 1 minute, this man has come up with this monstrous performance, giving that 3-goal lead against Muhammad. And, it's going to be the same case as Shabir. Muhammad is going to be in a lot of pressure, here. Muhammad, okay, he's going for the try. Ronan there to intercept it. A beautiful defensive play there by him, and now he's getting ready to attack. But Muhammad, however, he's taking the ball in his control, taking it towards the aerial, mid-control, a beautiful aerial rolls, and almost takes it directly into the goal, but he's been, he didn't really have that boost exactly on him. Ronan, however, replicating the same thing, using that boost to his advantage. And is that a goal? No, it isn't. It has been denied, really well there by Muhammad. But let's see if they're going to be able to keep up with that. And I think that's a first goal. But never mind. Ronan, once again, in the correct positioning and in the heat of the moment, takes that defensively. Muhammad, the direct shoot, the accuracy was just lacking, but he still managed to. I don't know what Ronan is doing. I don't know where Ronan is right now, because that was a lot of space that was left alone for Muhammad to actually score. So I think that's a really bad throw there by Ronan. But let's see. I think he did. We all make mistakes. Not a big deal there. Ronan once again has that better interception, and he's now had that ball reflection as well. He just needs to put it in, and he does put it in. Once again, dodging Muhammad is such a really, really good way. I mean, at this point, I think, Muhammad, he's been missing too much defensive saves there, honestly. He kind of goes for that interception, trying to take the ball away, but in the end, he just kind of gives a free assist to his opponent. Ronan, once again, he's doing it again and again. This man is actually getting the ball towards for himself. Oh, that's a fake there. And he fell for it pretty badly, I would say. What is going on, everybody? Hey, look at that fake, though. Oh my goodness, that is so good, though. That's a unique play. I've not seen it so far. I mean, I've seen it, in the competitive plays, but not in our community so far in the tournament. That's a really good fake there by Ronan. It gave him that goal as well. It's really easy to manipulate Muhammad, honestly. It's really easy. I'm telling you. Oh, wait a second. That was almost an assist at the hands of Muhammad there, barely. But Ronan, once again, has the control, possession towards his goal. But now he's taking it towards Muhammad. And he's going to be able to score if Muhammad doesn't really get on that defense. Oh, there we go. He does. Denies that goal for Ronan. And now he's got the ball mid-air with a lot of boost to work with. Oh, he's doing it. Beautiful dribbles. Can he score it? Never mind. He doesn't. Ronan comes, jumps with the boost. Goes all the way up like Superman and intercepts the ball. That could have been a really good goal by Muhammad. We can see the skills. We are seeing those skills in Muhammad. But unfortunately, he's lacking a bit of accuracy and, shooting. Very unfortunately, but once again, Ronan has the possession of the ball towards the mid. Muhammad going for the defensive play. He's got the boost in his hands, a lot of boost to work with. Okay, he tried to pitch that ball towards the goal. It didn't work out. Muhammad now has the ball. Can he take it to the goal? He's going for that aerial play once again. Beautiful dribbles coming in, and he misses the shot. Oh, the accuracy is just gone, isn't it? He Oh my goodness, there's 1.2 minutes left on the clock, and Ronan, I think, once again, Muhammad kind of giving in those easy assists. Unfortunately, just really not working out. Muhammad has to, do something about it because he's been giving too much space to Ronan to work with. Okay, 1 minute, left here. Okay, we're on it. I mean, he's kind of playing it safe now. He knows 1 minute left. It's not going to be bad if he plays defensively. Ronan has the control of the ball, takes it towards the post. I mean, that's what we're seeing. Muhammad is getting ready to intercept it there, but I think he's giving too much space once again. Oh, beautiful save. Beautiful save there. Now the ball is in Muhammad's hand. Can he do... Oh, he shoots it directly to the goal, but Ronan comes for the rescue and saves it really, really accurately. I mean, that's a beautiful save. That's one of the best saves that we've seen so far. Oh, look at that. Look at Ronan. Look at the struggle Muhammad is having just to put the ball into the goal. But Ronan, once again, now 20 seconds. Oh, that's a direct shoot, but it's not going to land. Well, it was towards the pole a bit, but Ronan going for that defense. But that's what, it was pretty easy to save, not a big deal. And, oh, there we go. Ronan comes in for the rescue. He does that just like the last game. He is humiliating his opponent really, really bad here. Throwing that into the goal. I mean, just 1 second. What are they gonna do now? Let's see. Well, I was just gonna put a reference of Real Madrid here because it is the best club in the world. So I was gonna say 6-1, and just like back in 1949 against Barca, but he just managed to shoot that goal at last moment, so that doesn't apply. But however, everybody, the upper brackets have been finalized. We're now going to be moving on to the lower brackets matches. That's going to be 2 matches for lower brackets. But before that, I would like to say something that if you want more tournaments like these, just other than FPS, make sure to join the Raw's Discord server, which the link will be in the description, so that you do not miss out on these good tournaments in the future. But with that, we're gonna take a short break, and we're gonna be right back. Okay, everybody, welcome back. And with that, I would like to give a news that we have won a walkover. Unfortunately, it was Iconic versus Ravy, uh, Ravips, whatever. I don't remember that name. But but now we're here for the last match of the lower brackets against Farhad, who is going against CarX7. And let's see, the mode for this lower bracket specifically is pretty interesting because it is sort of an NFL sort of, playground. So let's see, which pretty seems like a very easy mode in comparison to the others that we had. So let's see who will be our winner. Okay, we're gonna get back into the match pretty shortly. Okay, already as we talk, it seems like CarX7 off to a really good start there. Whoa, that spike's coming out of him. That's pretty interesting. I think that will be hard to intercept. Oh, that is an NFL sort of mode. What is going on? What? What is that goal? He had spikes all over him and he had control of the ball was literally sticking onto him and then he had to like flip it. And then it eventually just went in. Okay, that's not that easy as I was thinking. It's not that easy. Look at that. CarX7 once again has the possession of the ball. Does it pretty well though. He's got the spikes in and he's gonna land it back into the ball and does it pretty swiftly with Farhad not even trying to defend it that well. He was literally going to get that boost and he missed that shot. CarX just went in for that really beautiful turns and kind of faked the entire scenario. Well, Farhad, kind of a pressure building up for him with 2 goals behind CarX7 here. Let's see if he's going to be able to maintain it. There we go. CarX7 now has the possession of the ball. Oh, he goes. Never mind. He has been destroyed. A really good goal that has been denied by Farhad. Okay, Farhad was kind of looking for a moment to fake there, but CarX7 now with the ball in his control. Oh, that's a beautiful flip there. That's like skating or something. And he does get it in. But this mode is really, really fun though. It doesn't even require you to have good knowledge of Rocket League. You just have to take the ball and throw that in and dodge your opponents when they come for the defense. Pretty well so far for CarX7. And keeping in mind that Farhad is gonna be eliminated if he doesn't really win this. That's the lower brackets, everybody. That is the last all Farhad, I think. He's taking the ball away from that. He needs to because... Oh no, CarX7 has the ball in his hand. Farhad once again trying to save it, but he falls short. Couldn't really deny it. He had the ball there. He tried to fake it there, but CarX7 pretty swiftly took the ball there and then threw it, backflipped it right into the goal. Oh, that's played beautifully there. That is amazing. Farhad, 4 goals behind. That's a lot of goals he's behind, honestly. Farhad goes for that really, really aggressive push. Okay. Trying to dodge that, but CarX is as genius as he is. That's a really good IQ move there. Farhad, fails to keep up with that. Wait a second. Oh, CarX7 literally destroys him there just to deny that goal, and now he has the possession of the ball with Farhad getting ready. But never mind, it fails. It falls short once again. Karek 7 on his fifth goal here, everybody. Oh, that's just pretty, That is really pretty. That's a good try at the save, by the way, but sometimes the luck factor just isn't in your hands. And once again, Farhad in a bit of a trouble with the ball kind of, close to his post. And Karek 7 with the possession comes in, kind of tries to fake that, but well, he doesn't even need to do anything because it was just too close there. And it's something Farhad couldn't really do much there. Farhad was like looking for that opportunity to intercept it, but Karek 7 once again jumps off and scores. That's first to 7, by the way, everybody. That's literally the last goal that Karek 7 has to do in order to be our winner. So let's see though. Farhad takes the ball. That was almost the first goal that Farhad was gonna have, but unfortunately it has been denied by Karek 7. Karek just wants that perfect Cristiano Ronaldo, I believe. Oh, sorry about that. So much football references. Oh, finally Farhad with the first goal, everybody. That is the first goal for Farhad. Can he maintain? I mean, he has a lot of time. He does have a lot of time. He can still do a lot here. I just love how slow Farhad's goal was. Karek 7 was just not there to defend it. He could have boosted his way to Farhad, but he just let it pass. He just knows he's a lot of goals ahead. Oh, Farhad now has the opportunity. He's been Karek has been destroyed, but he never mind. He comes across that, gets that opportunity, has the control of the ball, tries to fake this one in, plays it very slowly and is really confident, and Farhad fails to do anything defensively. And with that, everybody, it was first to 7, so a lot of time on the hands, but Farhad was just not able to make a comeback here. With that, I'm just gonna say congratulations to Karek 7 for moving on further. He's gonna be competing with the upper bracket peeps. I think one of them who fell, two of them actually fell down, and he's gonna be competing with them to have that spot for the winners. Let's see if Karek 7 is gonna be able to do that. It's a really good journey he has so far from the lower brackets as well. But with that, everybody, it marks the end of the stream today because that was the last match, as one of the matches got, the walkover. But I would like to thank our sponsors before we go, Aryan Tech, for those beautiful accessories for your PC, for your keyboard, and I would like to thank Untitled Entertainment, having to do the coverage of media time to time. And if you want more tournaments like these, make sure to join the RAL's Discord server. The link is going to be in the description. This is Aaron Smith. I will be signing off. Take care. Allah Hafiz and good night.